Need to raise funds for your next creative project, event, or invention? Or maybe you or a family member are raising funds for much-needed medical treatment. Now, you can get started raising that much-needed cash via Donate68.com, the newest 100% homegrown crowdfunding platform in Trinidad and Tobago. Donate68.com accepts donations from all major credit cards, but not only that, for those without a credit card, you can use your everyday Visa debit card to make donations. So log on today and create a campaign for your next passion project, startup, or cause. Share your campaign with your community of family, friends, and supporters to get the financial backing you need. Donate68.com, funding your culture.
Tilapia, 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 cascadora, cascadora. Cascadura, 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 cascadura. Early in the morning when I hear the fishman calling, tilapia, tilapia. Late in the evening when I hear the fishman passing, cascadura, cascadura. Bear, Yaris, moonshine, Joshua. Tilapia, tilapia. Tilapia, 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 cascadora, 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 cascadora. Early in the morning when I go to the market, tilapia, tilapia. Late in the evening when my butt is what's that cooking, cascadora, cascadora. Bear, carry moonshine, Joshua. Carrot, moonshine, Joshua. Yeah, carrot, moonshine, Joshua. Joshua, Joshua, Joshua. Change your mind. Give me a break. Would you give me a break? Could you give me a break? Whoa. Nothing can console me. of the same trip, sailing on the same ship. And it's so nice, it's such a surprise to see we on that same trip, sailing on the same ship. I've been having a God flame for the longest time. I've been chanting Hare Krishna, and I know Jesus isn't mine. And it's so good, it's understood. It's all part of the same trip, sailing on the same ship. And it's so nice, it's such a surprise to see we on that same trip, sailing on the same ship. I've been having a God flame in recent times. Every day I read Sai Baba, and I know Jesus isn't mine. And it's all good, it's understood. It's all part of the same trip, sailing on the same ship. And it's so nice, it's such a surprise to see we on that same trip, sailing on the same ship. And it's so good, it's understood. We're all part of the same trip, sailing on the same ship. And it's so good, it's understood. It's all part of the same trip, sailing on the same ship. And it's so nice, it's such a surprise to see we on the same trip, sailing on the same ship. And it's so good, it's understood. It's all part of the same trip, sailing on the same ship. And it's so nice, it's such a surprise to see we on the same trip, sailing on the same ship.
Shabalabam bim bam balombe. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey. Shabalabam bim bam balombe. Well, right now, we not dealing with that. We not dealing with that. We not dealing with that. We not dealing with this. We not dealing with that. Oh. Your heart is your witness. Your heart is your witness. You could question it. I'm a question it. Yes, your heart is your witness. Your heart is your witness. Right now. Right now. Forget about that. Forget about this and forget about that ghost. Your heart is your witness, your heart is your witness. Question it, your question it, question it. Look, my heart is my witness, my only witness.
Long and hear that, Vish. Good night, everybody, and welcome to episode 19 of season 8 of the Kelocal Local Lockdown. Kelocal. Something like that. What's the name of the show? Kelocal?
I don't know, but you should ask the host. The host might know the name of the show.
The host?
Yeah.
He might know who's the guest too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Vish giving my talks. Yeah, because it's Vish. Yeah, so that was This and That by Oddfellows Local. That's actually the band that make me start taking on local music and thing. Them come out since like the early 90s. When you was born, Vish?
98.
Long before you born. Before that was God Fling by Orange Sky, Change Your Mind by Skid Navely, and Fishing by the Supernormal Band. So, right. So we have a fresh episode this week. Yeah, we have some interesting things coming up. We have Circle Square coming in, the band Circle Square coming in to talk about an upcoming show they're going to be playing at. I mean, amongst other things, like, you know, like what they've been up to and where they've been about. That'll be at 8 o'clock for the now happening hour. Right now, we in the memories hour. I'm not remembering anything, Vish, because, you know, Vish giving what talks. Anybody have any anything I could tell Vish? He done I don't know what he do to my tablet, and I'm not getting the video up on the screen to show embarrassing pictures of him. Maybe he knew it was coming. Oh, good night, Lord Creeper. El Creepos way. Ishi, of course. Rachel, good night to you. Good night to all of us. Yeah, Rachel saying good night, everyone, and then going to disappear. Like Count Dracula. The anomaly TT is here. Oh yeah, they are here. They're more here than you think. Is she?
In the
Is
building.
she pie the Trini Weeb? Hey, Kelno, Kelfro, and Madame Anomaly. Big Luke, yeah. Stuntman. Ah, yes, boy. Tremor. We had to put some tremor on this playlist. Right, coming up, right? Yeah. When we ease out of these things and we get a little harder, we'll hear some stunts. Zachariah, good night. Look, she's still here. Well, anyway, we're gonna play some more music and get into the.
Which hour?
We any memories? Why Fish still? Why Fish giving me talks? Why Fish giving me talks? Today's a slow day for me, so I technically on vacation now. So
Right.
vacation for me, the main ingredient is sleeping as late as you want. I think my body wake up, but my brain didn't. Anyway, back into some memories, some good old recordings. Up next we have what's the name of the song? Selassie by Transylvania Zoo.
It's time to undress our heroes, tear them off of their pedestal. Beneath the delicious crust of beauty, sexual aroma of power, lies the heart of a jackal. So do you want to know about Selassie? Do you want to know about Selassie? Let me tell you about Selassie. He exiled his brother and stole the throne. He won fruitful nation. Now skin and bone. This is the truth. 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 Selassie, I can love this nation. Selassie, I can love and subject to lion. Exile his brother. And stole the throne. One fruitful nation. Now skin and bone. Selassie, I can love destroy our nation. Selassie, I can love and subject to lion. Yeah. Yeah. This is the truth. 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 Yeah. All hail the Rastafari King. You think you know about the Lion of Judah?
tribes of Israel. But do you know about the Tower of Babylon? The rabbits of it. But if you want to know the truth, you shouldn't trust men who speak in false tongues. They will lead you to a path of damnation. He's not the one. He's not the one. He's not the one.
And I still feel misuse, and I feel the change, and I still feel instinct tells me don't go, throw it away. I feel these changes, I can't be saved. I feel these changes, and I can't be saved. I feel these changes, and I can't be saved. I can't be saved. No, I can't be Sometimes I feel confused and I stay away. Sometimes I feel instinct tells me don't turn it away. I feel these changes, and I can't be saved. I feel these changes, and I can't be saved. I feel these changes, and I can't be saved. I can't be saved. No, I can't be
To blow.
blessing. Look up, changing the tide is coming. Head high,
changing the ways of being conscious. Of destruction, the soul, who you are, perfection, alive. See many, but remember few. Oh, where the channel's taking you, you see your truth. Casualty.
The good old sidekick NV with Cassiopeia. Before that, Casualty by Kobolized, Changes by Insert Coin, and Selassie by Transylvania Zoo. I think it's fairly obvious which songs I choosing and which songs Vish choosing. Hey, so yeah, boy, Chromatics. I might need a little ginkgo, Afraid Red Bull and them things. But you know, notice the trend. Energy drink, your brand in here. You know, just keep that in mind, right? Rockstar. But you know, yeah, boy, we missing Rahil and Akira. I didn't see Akira log in tonight, and we didn't see Rahil for last week neither. We had to send out a search team, you know, Ishi. We had to send out a search team. Where Ariana gone? Ariana, I think you have more fans than me and Vish put together. People asking for Ariana. That's what we're talking about. That's performance. That is performance. Ariana set up the whole show. This is one of the interns here at our radio. Yeah, her, that girl there, and she's singing a rock band. She's a lot meaner than she's look. She's look gentle and sweet and nice, but she's a ball breaker. You know, I didn't expect France to lose, you know, is she? I didn't expect France to get the licks there. I've been noticing Spain playing like that old total football style. I didn't expect them to bounce back so hard, but I'm not a big fan of either team. I mean, there's good teams, but you know, like people just argue and buy every T-shirt that have. My first team is Trinidad. Right? And it wasn't there. What you gonna do? Yeah, happy early birthday to Sarah Das from Creeper. That's what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about. What are you doing to celebrate? Where you carrying out the lady, Lord Creeper? With a name like Lord Creeper, you had to go to some kind of castle or, you know? Talking about that.
Havoc.
Yeah, talking about that, Vish, there's a show coming up called Castle Havoc, and we have the band Circle Square coming in a little bit to tell us more about that. But in the meantime, I'm trying to shake off this vacation mood so I could be a little better focused. Yeah, I didn't put my phone on silent.
Real focus.
Yeah, there's real focus. There's only one call. Let's get this over. Yeah, so let's get back to some memories in the memories hour with this song "Memories" by Crash. I agree, Vish. I agree. That was Look to the Sun by Red Wolf. From the time you hear that kind of medieval kind of singer voice, Devin Harry Paul involved. And before that was Memories by Crash. I used to be the engineer for Crash. You know who used to be in Crash?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like, the family band boy. I was real jealous of them. That was my dream, Like to have a band with all my siblings and whatever. Not like the Jacksons, but not like the Jacksons. I just thought it would be cool having everybody in one house. So to have Dax and his brother and his sister in one band. And I still say, like, Dax is the flashiest out of all of them. But Philip is the superhero. He's play everything and sing. He is, yeah. So you see how people say you look like Dax? I want people to say I look like Philip. And every time I meet them, I just call them my brothers-in-law, and there's just not but an eyelash. And the sisters just laugh at me. What you gonna do? But yeah, so we have a guy here. We have a guy. Hey, sir, who's he? Sir, how are you?
Evening.
So
Yo.
you look like you wake up this girl here. Yeah. So what we have going on, Jose?
We got some a short list. We got some birthdays. Mostly one musician on the local rock scene and some supporters. But we'll work to suit. Are you ready?
Yes.
So let's take a tack on. Tomorrow is his anti-everythingness, Brian Blinky Can. And Brian boy, he turning the big 4-0.
He now turning 40.
Yeah, the big 4-0. Young, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah, boy, Blinks.
He have a maturity beyond his years.
Anti is everything with 40 now.
Inky, Blinky, Pinky, Clyde, and Sue.
Sue. I wonder who Sue was, boy.
All of those was goes
the ghosts.
all of them.
Was the
Inky,
ghosts.
Blinky, Pinky, Clyde, and Sue.
I know the first three. I forget the rest.
We look for pictures, but Vish sabotaged my iPad, so I can't put up any random pictures. Hey.
The V.
I didn't reach late, Vish.
I reached late.
Why do you stay outside of arm's length? Why? Because anyhow, I'm not threatening no violence. I don't think if me and you fight, I feel I'll lose.
For V.
I feel I will lose.
And then on Friday, we have 3 rock supporters in no particular order. Brother Sadiq Karim, the wife of drummer Dion Camacho, Gabrielle Camacho.
Gabby,
and her loving list from her one and only Mr. Dudnat Timothy Gopal, the Creeper, says happy birthday.
Rock's greatest album?
Who's that? Rock's greatest album. Well,
it was
Timothy.
it was a picture. Somebody sent me a picture of Vish, so I pressed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it come up automatic.
Yeah, it wasn't Vish.
Okay.
Sorry, carry on.
So we'll start all over. Mr. Timothy Dudnat Gopal is wishing his girlfriend Sarah A. Das on Friday lovely happy birthday with love. And that's it.
That's it for birthdays. That's so. What other fantasticity we have coming up? We looking out for some guests coming in a few minutes. Some more buff from Vish for nothing. When I do nothing, I'll get some buff.
On silent.
No, I actually pressed that. It is on silent, but pressing a video will get the phone loud. It looked like you. Look at it. It really looked like you. Tell me that's not you. Or slash. He's playing Les Paul?
No.
All right, then it's not you. All right, I didn't know.
Stratocaster.
What?
Squire.
Have a
I
Squire
think he
Strat?
has one is you red guitar. Slash red guitar is not.
No.
Oh, okay.
Slash is
Les Paul.
Les Paul. I my favorite bass is a Squire Precision.
Okay.
Right, nice.
That I just stick with now. I have all kind of different basses. That's the one. It got a little injury done by Devin Harry Paul, but
great.
Yeah, but let's not stick. Let's play a few songs as we
Take it away.
as we get ready for our guests coming up in a little while. Yeah. Oh wait, before we do that, yeah, I was asking Creeper what he doing for the birthday now. And yeah, Creeper one. I will say, I'm glad I don't have a girlfriend. I can't afford them expensive things you are planning. There, doubles in the moonlight, all kind of thing.
Doubles in the moonlight.
That's not no cheap thing there.
Yeah.
Zag has entered the chat. Also Zig.
Hey, I know the Zig from the Zag, and now I met the Zag, so I know them now.
So they're in the chat. We're going to talk about all this show in a little bit.
Great.
Ishipai, so that's a big date for you. It's in doubles, not cheap again. If some fella ask you out, or girl, I don't know, whichever you prefer, and carry it for doubles. That's tell me if they're getting through.
With
If that is,
curried chicken or goat.
No, just doubles. Just classic doubles.
Classic, okay.
Not modern. Not these modern things.
Okay.
Randy Dandy Candy. OMG, my dad is in Circle Square.
Who's that?
That's a real rockstar line, eh?
Yeah, boy.
That's a real rockstar line. It's like, who's that?
Who's that?
You know that's your child? We'll find out. We'll find out in a little bit. Hello there, Lisa. Ishipai Hill there, Jose.
Okay, hi, Ishipai.
Yeah. So right, so let's start back playing some music. Here's one of my favorite songs from this band from around when a whole Vish would have been in I don't know, 2004,
12.
Yeah, for Vish's 6th birthday, this song may have come out. This is Twitch by Tripped and Fallen.
I slip and the world falls down. I choke and the world stops breathing. Politics is a hunting ground for battle men and their fucked up peoples. We create such an awful sound when fiscal pound the system crumbles. I reserve the right to remain violent. I'm sick and the whole world heaves. I speak and the crowd goes silent. My confession is oh so deep, around the whole world fighting in tears. I'm right on dragon green. Lose time, but there's no healing. I'm a child of an ugly world. Take a good look at me, I'm a whole generation. I reserve the right to remain violent. Try to steer this thing sober, but this gets harder and harder as I get older. All the choices I make and all the moves that I take become a tired repetition of the side we tried to create. But it's okay, cause we're gonna make it. This world is ours and we better fucking take it, cause we're both gonna break for humanity's sake. We become the runner on that shit. Right to remain violent. it to me, not to nobody else. If you let me in your world, you will be beside yourself. All of the times you drift into dream. When you're feeling what I'm saying, you will know what I mean. Give in to what you are feeling, to what you believe in. Give in to all of your senses. They are taking over, taking over. I've got eyes for only you. And on my hands you shine through. I've got eyes for only you. And I can't stop thinking about eyes for you, eyes for you. Eyes for you, eyes for you. You're the spider of love, I'm trapped in your web. I'm not trying to break free, wish you'd attack me instead. The seer of all, the bringer of light. If only your predictions would involve me tonight. Give an end to what I'm feeling, to what I believe in. Give an end to all my senses. They have taken over, taken over. Broke free from my inhibitions, you're what I've been missing. Release all of this pressure that's been building, building, building inside. I've got eyes for only you, and on my hands you shine through. I've got eyes for only you, and I can't stop thinking about eyes for you, eyes for you. Eyes for you, eyes for you. Give an end to what I am feeling, to what I believe in. Give an end to all of my senses. They have taken over, taken over. Broke free from my inhibition, you're what I've been missing. Release all of this pressure that's been building, building, building inside. I've got eyes for only you. In the mouth as you shine through. I've got eyes for only you. And I can't stop thinking about eyes for you, eyes for you. Eyes for you, eyes for you. Eyes for you, eyes for you. Eyes for you, eyes for you.
Yeah, that was supposed to sound like somebody flatlining at the end of the song. You know how I know that? You know how I know that? Because I wrote it. Ha ha. That was Another Day by Flying Crapo. Before that, Blowtorch by Sentiments of Tishri. You know them? Yeah, good stuff. Them is tone nerds. Before that, Eyes for You by Treads of Scarlet and Twitch by Tripped and Fallen. But enough of that for now. We have some guests in the studio here to talk about a upcoming show that they will be in and kind of promoting, and you know what I mean. According to AI, so say welcome them back. Like if they're furniture or some kind of thing like that. But welcome to the show.
Welcome.
These are members of Circle Square, Ty and Michael.
What's up?
What's happening?
It has been a while since you were here.
Yeah. I remember seeing only but separately for some reason. Yeah. This man started off by saying he's not going to talk at all.
He told me that same thing.
Yeah.
Talks a lot in the room. Can't stop talking.
Yeah. So
talk now, but
what happened with the Freddie Mercury mustache?
it's gone.
Why?
Come back. I mean, I grew it myself last time, but
Yeah, I find mustaches I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but mustaches are a strange kind of oddly confident thing or oddly
you're
distracting.
I have this weird thing. I can't grow like you. A nice like set of facial hair. I can't do that. Like so, I when I grow, my mustache will grow, and then it's just this big caterpillar. On
Well,
the
is
front of my face.
either the top of your head
yeah. Fair enough.
or your face? I get the face
No, but
apparently.
you're right about mustaches. It's not the easiest thing to wear. I feel like when I walk in the room with that, everybody's like very noticeable of it. So yeah, I mean, but it might come back at some point. Right now it's clean shaven.
It's interesting. It's a totally different look. It's a totally different look.
Yeah, that is true. I do think I look a lot different. So
Yeah. So you all here to talk about upcoming show.
Yeah.
Let's hear about it. I mean, is spectacular facility that you go into. Shows there always look good, but the last show by this promotional group was all out.
it was really, really good.
Yeah. So tell me about it.
Well, what we did it was a year ago.
That was Halloween.
Yeah, that's
Halloween.
So less than a year. But we were actually just talking about that on the drive up and how awesome that show was and how sick like Zigzag
Yeah.
they were to us, not just us, but like the other bands as well. That's something that we really remember. Other than like the actual show, which was amazing, and like we had a bunch of kids come up on stage, which was sick. But yeah, I mean, we are very, very stoked and like thankful, appreciative to be asked back again. We can't wait. That one's gonna be mid-August. I think it's the 15th. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we hope like more people come out. We spoke about it at the Opus show, and yeah, we're stoked to go back again.
So the last show that was there by promoters being Zigzag Promotions, the last show that was there, I had to work late, and I went. I made the point. Even I can't remember. I probably reached 11 o'clock in the night or something like that. But I went because my niece and nephew went.
Right.
It's like my 16-year-old niece and 17 or 18-year-old nephew, and I find that's a big turn in the industry that has become. Is a sign that is safe and positive and nice that you can have all these young people out there. So tell me how much of an influence or a focus younger people are for the band, for Circle Square.
I mean, I can go if you want. I know how it affects me. I figure this is how everybody gets affected, but as you age and you stay in, like, I guess, a music scene, wherever, like, we're in the Trinidad music scene, it's always nice to see young people coming in and trying to, like, follow in the footsteps and not just, like, emulate, but take the good things about the scene, stuff that maybe was good maybe, like, 20, 30 years ago, trying to bring it back. So anytime we see young, or I would say not just young, but, like, hungry, passionate people, because you don't really have to be young to be passionate and that kind of stuff, right? But it is nice to see the youth coming out. I spoke about it a bit at OPA. James Lead and the whole Behind the Door crew.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot of that stuff. I mentioned this at OPA. They're putting on shows and they're starting bands and they're promoting stuff and like it's exciting because of that. The fact that like there's a nice excitement I find at the shows and it can only get better.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm happy to see that. And every now and then I'll hear like I guess people who used to be part of the scene a while ago, and they'll say, it's nice to see the scene kind of coming back up again and starting back up again. So
here's a it is coming back. It's a I don't want to say a resurgence, but I've seen this is the third time I've seen a rise in the cycle since between the 90s and now. So they had the 90s with Oddfellows, then they had the mid to early 2000s with Tripped and Fallen, and we have now, and those were like significant, as in recordings coming out. There was a movement, people going to shows and whatnot. I like that you said it's not an age specific, but people being engaging or being captivated is sufficient, right? But I have this observation, and you correct me if I'm wrong or if I'm limited, because I haven't been to all the shows. But you'd find, I have noticed, you'd have people inside partying, and you'd have one or two different ages who taking on their clothes or taking on the person next to them or whatever. It's all about socializing, that's fine, right? But outside is a particular age group who just drinking and talking about Slayer and Metallica, and which is their favorite album, and not and they want to be on the rock, but they're not.
You have a favorite Metallica album?
If I have a favorite one, no, I don't know.
You said that.
I didn't listen to albums as albums. I used to create playlists randomly.
Okay,
I started to take on albums like in the 90s when I was already like 20 years old. Yeah. So my favorite bands, I'll know their albums, but I don't know them well enough to compare.
Right.
If I had to say a favorite Metallica album, I would say Master of Puppets, but I also hate it because if you listen to Apple Music or any of those streaming sites, they're remastering everything. So you have the nowadays version, but the recording I always thought was shit.
Right.
Like the recording, the fidelity of the recording could have been better, but the songs was badass.
Yeah.
So yeah, but my point is that people,
I took us on a tangent there.
yeah, but my point is they have some people who stuck in an era. They have people who will always be in their heyday. How does Circle Square tap into those guys, or you don't?
Well, that's a good question. I like the last option too. Like, you don't. We are not interested in not like tapping into anybody. Like, we don't have a demo. We don't have any sort of like certain group of people. I mean, alternative music and media and stuff has always been attractive to me, and so I think, like, for the people who, let's say, are, as you said, stuck in an era, or maybe just like what they like, I honestly think that a big part of going out to shows, and you could be anywhere in the world, you could be somewhere where shows are super prevalent, you could be in a place where the scene is starting to grow, doesn't matter. For me, it's like, if you go to a show and you just take in a band, right? Like, it sounds simple, but it is simple for me. You take in a band, it doesn't matter like who they are or what necessarily kind of music they're playing, you're just taking in live music. I do think there's something that happens there when you step outside your comfort zone. You may not like get turned on to a whole new different type of music and then step out of your stuff. That may not happen, but you're putting the option out there to do that when you go to shows. So not ramble on. I think anybody who likes music and likes watching live bands, I do think we'll get something out of us. It might be that you like our songs. It might be that you like how we play. It might be that you come and see us and you're like, that's the worst thing I've ever seen. But you'll get something out of it. And I think that stepping outside your comfort zone is important. I think that's not an age thing as well. Like, I don't care what age you are. If you keep stepping outside your comfort zone, things are exciting. And it's sometimes scary to do that, but it's worth it. So people who like a certain type of music, or maybe feel as though, I can't go to that show, or I saw a video of them watching at that show, that's not really my thing. I mean, I encourage people to, if you have the opportunity and the finances and the time, step outside your comfort zone, come to a show that's not your thing, and see. And then if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But to kind of stay behind these walls, because it's like, I'm a certain age now, I maybe can't connect, or that's not really my thing, but as for the youth, that's all bullshit, to be honest. I mean, just step outside that comfort zone. And I think a lot of things open up. So if anybody's listening and they feel like they're that person who's like, I can't really go because that's not my thing, do it. Step outside. Come to Hot Shots on the 15th.
Yeah.
And see the show. Like, it's going to be sick. And we have another show as well, I'll mention, at the end of this month. It's in Cafe Blue. It's fund
Devin.
Stone's Throw Away Part
Correct.
3. That's a fundraiser for Devin. I actually owe him a call tonight, but the last time I spoke with him, he told me close to the pre tests that he has to do before they book the actual date of the surgery, and that's awesome. I mean, it's really awesome that you fellas and everybody else involved would be doing that to help out,
was a quick
to help
decision
out
for
one
us,
of
yeah.
us.
That was quick. We heard about it and we were like, absolutely. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we are a band that wants to play anywhere we can, but that was definitely something that we were interested in.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You are like so openly politically correct and not wrong and not right at the same time. It's awesome. I'll vote for you. I
mean,
will.
if you come online in the band room, you might hear some unpolitically correct stuff, but I mean, that's if you come. No, I don't think we're any sort of like, I don't know, agenda when we talk. Like, whatever comes out, comes out. I just hope nothing bad comes out.
Yeah. I mean, but you try to be fair at least.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of us too. Like, we're all, and I don't mean this in any sort of like boisterous way, but we're all intelligent guys. Like, we have empathy, we care about stuff. Like, it's actually kind of something that at least I for sure want to explore more as we continue making music. You know, you make songs, you write songs, and you're like, that was fun, or this is cool, and then sometimes you want to put a little bit more into a song. Something maybe a little bit serious, you want to write about something a little more like pertinent, something that people could relate to, and then you start doubting yourself because you're like, who's going to listen to this?
Yeah.
But I think we're trying to do that. Obviously, we're trying to be like, everybody's trying to be a good person. At least, and if you're not, then you should.
Yeah, that self doubt I think is a check. Is one of the checks and balances to know that you're still vulnerable. If there's no vulnerability in what you write, then it's something to just throw out, right? It's confetti. You know, but
That's
the
a
fact
really
that
good point,
yeah, the fact that there's some vulnerability, there's some value to consider one way or the other is awesome.
Yeah.
But we were talking about shows, right? So we have some things coming up. But last week we were talking about the show that you all just played at O.U.R. Now, O.U.R. from my I like to clarify from my observation, because people like to quote and say this is that way because they heard so, right? Is from my observation, historically too, the more south you go, the more polite people get. The more east you go, the more mixed the crowd gets. It's mixed, and I'm not talking about racially mixed. I'm talking about eclectically mixed. You know, you find more flamboyance in the guts.
Okay.
Right? You find more dancing in the ones who like to dance and whatnot. And so I've been to a show at O.U.R. fairly recently, and you're rubbing shoulders with what I wish I had more of growing up, like people who anybody else would see as weirdos. Right. And all of a sudden we all just kind of normal together. Yeah. Right? And me at 47 still feeling exposed as a weirdo, but I was there actually. I saw her normally there. She real bad. I
agree.
Yeah, she is. She's look nice and sweet and nice until she started growling. And it's really crazy and awesome. But yeah, so tell me, so behind the door, those promoters trying to, they didn't say this, but they're kind of trying to open doors to they're trying to cleanse the doors of perception. As in open up new values and whatnot. Okay. That's not my phrase either. That's from a book.
I know, Doors of Perception.
Right. That's where the doors got the name from, right?
Yeah.
And they tried to do that, and you all were the first act on it. Now it's a small, intimate place. You could smell the person at the back of the room, even if they showered, right? You can't help but be in the party.
Yeah.
You could be in the back of the room, but you're dancing with the person in front. And I love that as a patron. I love that because we now have to be together. But as a performer, I could imagine, does it make you feel more exposed? Because there's nothing to distract from the band on stage.
No.
I think it was more fun. I mean, you felt like you were part of the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, it was...
I think like he jumped in the crowd for a bit. I did too. Riaz did too. Dexter can't because he's stuck on his drums. but no, but I actually want to say you said that really well. Like that whole like lead into that. Mainly because like, well, you mentioned the thing about belonging and finding a place where you feel almost like, hey, you know, maybe my lifestyle choices actually line up with other people, and this is a nice room of people. So one, I will say, that is a very, very, one of the coolest things about going to shows is that you do meet people who, I mean, for lack of a better word, as you said, like maybe some people might look at that lifestyle and be like, oh, that's weird. That's like, you're a weirdo because that's what you're wearing, or you did that to your face, so you have that kind of hair or that kind of stuff. I mean,
And that kind of mustache.
sure, Freddie Mercury mustache, sure. I mean, that's that. Yeah, it is all of that, right? It's. You know what? I'm not gonna go off on a big tangent here, but I will say this one thing based on that. There's a weird thing in life I find where I'll meet people who are very interested in pointing out like what somebody's wearing, what they look like. They may not be doing it in like a mean way per se, but they're doing it. Like they're being like, look and that and this. I'm not trying to like get on a high horse or anything, but I don't really like those conversations at all. I find them boring.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's a lot better to just let people do their thing. It's not about this kind of like moralistic stance. It's more just like, shit is boring. Like to be like, oh, look,
I hear you.
So I like when I go to a place like Opa, for example, where, everybody looks different. They don't look like drastically different from anybody. The point is everybody's doing their thing. And they're comfortable doing their thing and they're wearing what they want to wear. Nobody's pointing that out. Like, I wouldn't even want to get on stage per se and be like, look at everybody, like, wearing their own, like, style. That's so cool. You just let it be, you know? And I want to encourage that more at our shows. And I think we want to encourage that more at our shows. Like, we have a lot of people that come up to us and talk to us after the show. Different ages, different backgrounds. I mean, and it's cool because that is the point, right? Like, you get in a room, you feel as though, you know, I'm kind of close enough with everybody's shoulders that I feel like we all on the same beat.
Yeah.
And I felt like when we were playing that show, I talked to the audience a bit and pushed that a bit because that is what we like too. Like, you know, Ty said it, like it's kind of nice when you're close to the crowd. Because to not sound cliche, we are the crowd at other shows.
Yeah.
And we like that. Like, we like being in the crowd. I get excited to go see other bands play, and not just bands, but any talent in Trinidad, you know? And so for us, it's almost like there's a disconnect from the audience when we're on stage. But we don't really like that. We want to be more connected with the audience, you know? And if we can do that, we're trying to do some stuff at the Hot Shot show that I'll keep close to the chest now, but it's going to be like audience related, and that's the goal.
Yeah.
The goal is for everybody to feel like they're out doing something. And it's not hard to do that. You just have to kind of have a mindset, you know, where it's less about talking about what everyone's doing. Oh, look, we're putting together an alternative show. It's more just like, we're doing what we want to do. And if you want to be part of that, come to the show, be the cover, and come and support the music, and just come and you'll meet a lot of really cool people. Like, I've met so many cool people playing these shows. People with, like, awesome opinions. And just, like, cool talents that you could meet through that show. And then, like, you work with them and stuff after that. It's I don't know. I don't know how to say anything bad about a show. I feel like the environment is always good. So, yeah, I think you said it really well. The whole idea of, like, when you're there at Opa or somewhere else, you feel like you're kind of part of the whole thing. And that there's something there that's important. It goes beyond the music and the band and stuff. You know, so.
Yeah. I like especially something you said that you go and you're taking shows. I believe to be a good practitioner of music, you have to be a fan of music as well. It
helps, yeah.
And a lot of people, the egos take away the work that you need to do. You know, and I had a complaint for a long time that there are a lot of these good, noteworthy musicians who were only at shows where they performed. And that's fine if you're a superstar. But I don't think we have a market that could support a superstar, right? But if you're a superstar, if you're a Prince, you could go to Prince shows because you're in a world of your own. If you're Michael Jackson, you could go to Michael Jackson shows alone, right? But if you're me, I have to go to a Circle Square show, and I have to go to a Sentiment City Show, and I have to go to a Seabat show to get that vibes, right?
Yeah.
But you go to other shows.
Sure. I mean, and there's shows that I miss. You know, there's stuff where I'm like, shit, I should have gone. Something else comes up, but the intention is to go.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm trying to go. It's because when you go to those shows, you get inspired. Like,
you're compelled to go.
Yeah. You know, speaking. Oh, sorry. I'm not where I should be. Should I be like right up against it like this?
You're talking so loud. Like it is, like you in the lead singer kind of mode there. So I thought we were fine.
But yeah, no. Just to add to that, like I mentioned this at the show. Actually, there was a girl that came up and did an opener, and she played a violin. Yeah. And she played a few songs, and I mean, I hate having to put a disclaimer so that people like take me seriously. But what I was gonna say was, I mean what I'm gonna say here. Like I meant it the night too. Like that sort of stuff is very inspirational. It has nothing to do with like whether you are playing the music we're playing, or you have a full band, or you're singing, or you're playing a violin as your first time, or whatever. It's inspirational to see anybody go and perform, try to catch a crowd, be comfortable with themselves doing it. Like you mentioned, like Prince and Michael Jackson and stuff like that. These are big names, but there's people who just like music and love music.
Yeah.
Who are trying to put together their own creation, right?
Yeah.
Like not to sound cliche, there's somebody right now in their room. I
Yeah.
don't know what age they are, but they're doing something. They're hitting a glass bell or something, or they're putting keys and working something out. They're getting something out. So if going to shows and listening to shows like this, like even what you guys do, like the fact that you are an outlet for this stuff and you give bands the chance to come and talk about stuff, is all that is great. I mean, it's just a lot of positive attitude. And I think that you saying like, I know if I see this show, I gotta go to this show. I mean, we're all living life, right? Like the point is to do these things. So if I miss a show, I'm not happy about it. Like I'm usually like, I gotta make the next one for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna toss up because we were stoked. Me and Ty went to a little house, kind of like a house concert, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. And this band that I think a lot of people know about because they're up and coming they're called Mantis, right? Some friends of ours who have like kind of come to our shows, and then they're starting to do their stuff too. We went to see them, and they were sick.
Yeah.
Like, they put a little acoustic set, some covers, some originals. They played one of our songs, which was like very kind of surreal and cool. But I guess I'm just trying to get across that like anything that we do with music stuff, whether it's a show or it's a radio interview or just hanging out with people after a show, it's so positive that I can't help but tell people, do it. Like come to a show, start a band, do something, paint something, get out there and do it. Because that you keep hearing that in life and you think like maybe that's kind of cliche, but it really is the truth. Just start doing your stuff, get around people who will support you. And that being said, anybody who comes to our shows and wants to share like their art or share their ideas, like we love that kind of stuff. Come talk to us after the show. We're not this band that's like when we're done, we're done. We don't have these big, huge egos. Ty has, not the rest of us. So he's the guy that you can't talk to after the show. He's got to go do his rock stuff. No, obviously I'm kidding. We are down to work with anybody and talk to anybody and just share ideas. It's the best.
So for whoever coming to the show, give Ty a hug, right? He's usually leave the stage angry apparently. This guy gonna need some love. So the next show, Zigzag Promotions, Castle Havoc.
That's right.
What could we expect from? I mean, other than the usual roundness and squareness, what you bringing? Give my idea. What's in the sensory experience that I need to see?
This one is all you. If there are any cool things we're doing, we probably don't see it until the night.
Okay, you have to come to see it.
Yeah.
You have to be there.
You have to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, you should come for all the aforementioned
But
reasons
it's
as well.
It's a big show. I mean, a lot of 6 big bands, and a lot of good music, and
I know there will be like some surprises because some bands have like, I won't get too into it, but some bands have like kind of talked amongst each other, and the idea is to have a couple of people from different bands come up when other bands are there. We're gonna do a couple like guest appearance kind of things. At least that's what I've been hearing. If like keeping my head to the ground. It's supposed to be down low. I can't believe I just did that. It's not.
Well, I kind of asked directly, like, what was the surprises and
Well,
was
again,
he?
if you come to the show, you'll see them. So yeah, you mean you didn't do anything wrong asking. That's a good thing.
So we have Skull Kid, Upset the Order, Circle Square, Goodnight Parliament, Insert Coin.
It's just sick, Bill. We are very we stoked to be playing with all these bands. A lot of these bands we are big fans of. So
Any one of those bands is a full concert.
it's gonna be a great show.
Any one of them with it, and you have all 6. That's awesome. You have a favorite other than Circle Square?
Well, I mean, Yash is a good friend. Skull Kid is dope. I'm starting to take them in more because I haven't seen too many Skull Kid shows, but that's because I haven't seen them. But we're friends with so many people in these bands, obviously. But yeah, Insert is dope. I mean, I've known James and them for a long time. I honestly, like, without even trying, I could say something nice about all these bands.
Yeah.
Like, Good Night is sick. We did a GSD thing. I can't remember when that was, but Luke from Good Night was in the band that I was in, so it was cool. I got to meet Luke and get to, like, know their band a little bit more, because I've always been just a spectator, right? I've always gone to their shows, but I don't really know the guys that well.
Yeah.
But Shane I know, and we've taken jams before and stuff like that. So Yeah, I can say something nice
Shane
about all
is-
those bands.
Shane is one of those.
It's a huge lineup. Though. I'm really happy that we're playing shows.
and it's all people who serious and moving forward and
Yeah.
and you know, so Zigzag Promotions. Right, so you're speaking on their behalf, or you know what I mean. And generally, the scene that we operating in now, like, I don't want to call it rock only, but it's underground, right?
Yeah.
Kind of not mainstream, not quite on the radio, except our radio.
Sure.
You know, you think Zigzag or promoters on the whole have a particular role in the development of the so-called scene, the industry? Is there a responsibility there, or is it on the fans to derive what they will and move forward?
Those guys, they just seem to have just the love for the music, and they just seem to be doing this out of love. I mean, just,
Yeah.
you know, and you know, you feel it. You know, the last show we did with them, you know, they treated us real good. It was,
Yeah.
you know, it was just, you know, it felt like, you know,
Yeah, but that's
okay, you know.
that's the vibe I get from most of the bands. Well, all of the bands I spoke to, whoever worked with Zigzag, that they felt cared for.
Yeah.
They felt, you know, it's not like you're handing out caviar backstage, but
They were actually handing out caviar.
well, that's awesome. I'll try to make it backstage next time.
No one knew that. It was just for the bands. No, you're right. Like,
But they make you feel welcome. And I know playing gigs you just kind of squeeze up in a corner sometimes, so it's not really catered for as an afterthought. But aside from that, aside from how they treat the bands, movement forward in terms of fans and industry and whatnot, what, you know, like, what's the impact, what's the role a promoter could play in that in the long term? I don't expect you to have an answer, but just your thoughts on it.
I mean, I'm not really, much of a promoter, but I mean, what I could say is, I mean, I guess, you know, if these guys keep pushing shows, I mean, it could only be positive for the scene.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you know, I mean, everybody throwing shows, I mean, you have to be thankful, I mean, but.
Alright, so if we were to let's try to think a little broader. If on the fans side, what more you think fans could do to support or encourage the scene, or what more do fans need to make it more viable? And I asking this kind of openly, but in comparison to the early 2000s. And no, there was I used to say this a long time ago, that rock fans were the cheapest bastards they have. Right? They don't like to pay for tickets and the merch and whatever. But now, musicians treating the craft a little more than hobbies. They invest in a little more, not just in the equipment, not just in the infrastructure, but in the craft. You know, and they're taking it a little more seriously, and they're recognizing the need to maintain these things is beyond just performance, is sustainability, is they have some element of merch and ancillary stuff to come out. So you see a balance being formed between promoting, supporting, and what the band's doing. Again, too tech for this interview.
not at all. I listened to it. I find your question is good. No, I think, okay, so in terms of like us, so I'll speak for us as a band. You tell me if I'm wrong here, but we not interested in like any sort of huge special treatment. That's obviously not why we play shows. Anything that comes along that line is always welcome and awesome. So like Zigzag, for instance, like, I'll be honest, everybody takes care of us when we play shows. And I'm not trying to compare, but Zigzag, they definitely stepped above and beyond. They did not have to. I'm not speaking again for the other bands. In my opinion, they didn't have to, but they took care of us really well. We were like really pleasantly surprised when we got there to see the amenities that they had for us. And so, do I think promoters have a role in that? Sure, but like less about like giving a bunch of amenities to the bands, I think, and more about, again, just if we meet people that are promoting a show that come to us and ask us if we want to be part of it, and we could tell that they are like music fans, or they like kind of care about bands, or they care about the idea of putting on a good show, building the scene, you know, then that's usually attractive. So I think in a way, if a promoter is showing that they actually kind of care about what's happening on the stage, what like the fans want or the people who come to the show or their show want. I think that's always a good thing. It's a good direction to place like your attention to as a promoter. I'm not a promoter, but I imagine that would be a good thing because we like that. We like when we feel as though we're working with people who are passionate. That's why with like James and these guys that put together the Opus show. I mean, we know them from coming to shows, and we know how much those guys are into like music and the experience of a show. You know, and I think that to me stands out when we meet a promoter. If they start talking along the lines of that, where they want the show to be great, which is what like Hot Shots does, like Zigzag, like they are about the show being great. And to kind of like finalize what I'm saying here, the idea is when we play a show, like we're thinking about people are going to pay money to come see this. It doesn't matter how much money it is. They're going to pay money to come see a show. So it is about us getting out there and putting our creativity out there, singing the songs that we want to sing. But it is also about like how can we give them a good show?
Yeah.
That's a huge thing for us. Like we want to make sure we're giving a good show so that when people leave, they're not just talking about us. Like they're talking about the show. That's the goal, eh? The goal is if people can leave a show being like, that was sick. I haven't been to a show like that in a long time. That is the goal. And if it's us on stage making people do that, that's better for us and it keeps us like motivated.
Yeah.
But if we go to see a band play and that's happening, that's the best. That's the best. That's ultimately one of the best things. So I think promoters could help. I think fans could help. Like you mentioned, like the early 2000s and what like, fans of bands used to be doing and stuff. Like I know they had street teams, like people who would kind of be a fan of a band, get together with their friends who were fans of the band too, and then they would go around the like city or tell people about the songs or try to share stuff. I think all of that is stuff that like fans could do to help the scene too. Aside from like just spending your money and coming to a show, right?
Yeah.
Just embrace the idea that like sharing this stuff, talking to people about this stuff is cool. I can't remember what show it was. I think we played a show. We might have played it. It was a while ago. The point is like there were some videos that came out of people like moshing in the pit.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing like, I can't remember what account it was, but some Instagram account, a training account that had put that out. And they were like, hey, they have mosh shows in Trinidad. Comments weren't exactly like supportive.
Right.
Like they were pretty like small-minded, like really kind of like dumb. Was it the Hot Shot show?
It was.
Okay. So then.
System Richie.
Yeah, System Richie. Yeah.
Okay. So again, I'm not throwing anybody on the table or anything. I'm just saying like that sort of mentality is tired and boring. And like, again, you're pointing out what people did. Look at that. Look at what they're doing over there. As opposed to like just let people do what they want and become part of it if you want. So as a fan, for me, for example, if I know that I want to build up the scene and get like more shows going, if I meet somebody who has a kind of a closed-minded attitude about that, and they're like, I don't go to them shows, I'm not pushing people around, I'm not trying to like hear loud music. Okay, those are aspects of the show, sure. But as a human being, you know that's not the only thing at the show. You're getting real like emotion and like something that can make you feel something if you go to it. So as a fan, I think that more promotion, just talking to your friends, sharing stuff, and like liking bands that are from the country that you're in, as opposed to just looking outside. You know, that's important too. So.
But the country that you're in, when Ozzy Osbourne passed away, a big media house, a big media house, the first thing they put out was something about devil worship and something, and they retracted it, right? But that to me was a symbol of what we might actually be in, because as a rock fan, maybe we in our own small little world underground in a bunker, you know, and that we significantly in the minority. So I guess, engagement and those who are, you can't dispel ignorance with ignorance. So I guess people in the know, being the fans, need to speak openly about it. I think I just kind of repeated what you just said.
I mean, I listen, I take it, I find it, that, like, what you're saying is very interesting, because this is the point, right? To kind of talk about it and talk about the idea of what exactly is happening. I mean, I think I'm kind of on the same page as you with this stuff, where it's like, I feel like we are too, because like our band has the same concept, where it's like, you get these questions all the time. How do you grow the scene? How is the scene doing? What's happening? I mean, there's obviously more that could be done. But I said something at the show along the lines of like, you're your own show. Like, you're your own thing. Yeah. And what I was kind of trying to say with that too, it's not like it's an overly complicated message, but what I'm trying to say is that if you come to a show and you have all these questions in your head of like, what is the scene and what is happening and are there enough people and could I promote this more? Is that band good? There are times I think if you forget all of that and you just kind of just be present, right? A lot of this stuff is simple, right? Again, this is my opinion, but a lot of it is simple. If you go out and you want to enjoy yourself, you can. Right? You are the lime. You are the show. So that mentality, I think, can help the scene grow too, because it's nice to play to people that we see regularly at shows. We love that. We also love seeing new people at the shows, people who maybe don't look like they come to shows, because that means that you're doing something where you're kind of turning people on to something new and interesting, right? And I'm sure painters do that. I'm sure like other artists do that, like singers and actors and poets and comedians. Like it's all the same thing. Right? If you see more people come into your shows, that looks like you're kind of widening the demo. That's a good thing. So I think I'm always wanting the scene to get bigger. I just feel as though maybe this next thing isn't thought out enough, what I'm going to say here, but I feel like for that to happen, sometimes you have to stop talking about it that way.
Yeah.
Where it's this like, we have to get this done by the end of the year and this many. Sometimes you just have to be like, you know what is going to help? If people feel more comfortable being themselves, if you help your friends like feel like they could be themselves, if you promote like alternative lifestyles as a normal thing, as opposed to this like closed-minded, like you can't do that, and if you're doing it, you gotta be in a little room somewhere where nobody could see you.
Yeah.
Opo was a small room, but it felt like a very big room. You could agree, right? Like when you're with
A lot of memories.
yeah, and when you're with like a kind of insular situation like that, yeah, there is an impulse to be like, it's a small, not a lot of people, but it's huge. It's massive.
I some years ago started to take on Nina Simone.
Okay.
Right, and I remember listening to it, and you go to the live stuff, and I know she was friends with David Bowie, and she was just annoying me. Like, it's like she complained about this, so if she like in person, she probably real miserable or whatever. And then some evening on a random playlist, I had it playing, and I was just kind of relaxing. I can't remember if I was playing with my cats, like felines, and Feeling Good came on,
Yeah.
and I didn't take it on. Like all the time I was listening, actively listening for what's the big deal with you? And then when I wasn't listening for it at all, swept away.
There you go. That's it right there. So you see that moment where you like something happened where you're like, all right, I'm not listening in the same way. That is what I'm talking about with like coming to shows. It's like everybody knows how they feel about something, but time is passing. Let go how you feel about stuff for a little bit.
Yeah.
I promise you there's something else on the other side of that. And worst case, there's not, and you're right back to where you were.
Yeah. So that analogy was in support of your thing. Also, is
Great
my
analogy.
job application for when you go on the campaign trail. That I want to work as on your campaign team, campaign manager,
No,
something like that.
I totally, I'm like lining up with what you're saying for sure. I think I totally agree with you. I feel like we're on the same page for sure.
Yeah. So let's see what's going on in the chats before.
Yeah, who's watching?
Before-
I'm talking.
Before I get too crazy, right? Somebody said, "What's up, everybody?" Aaron. Aaron from
What's up,
Lynchpin.
dude? I saw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
The
came and
drums
talked to me a little bit
are
before the show.
Yeah,
Oh,
Donny
nice little dog.
Batu. Donny Batu in the house. Uncle Ty. Oh yeah, who was this person earlier who said the dad plays in Circle Square?
Oh, that would be my daughter.
Randy Dandy Candy.
Hey.
Hello,
Hey.
Randy
Spoke,
Dandy
yeah?
Candy.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah.
How are things?
Gabby saying she's so proud of Behind the Door, which was the show you just had. Gabby
Gabby's
is
one of the members of Mantis.
Of Mantis.
And yeah, big ups to Gabs and the crew that came
yeah.
through.
So, hey, Bevan Away saying the devil's music. Yeah,
That boy.
yeah. You know, hey, I didn't even know.
Tishri, you know, talking about them.
Yeah. I played a Sentiments of Tishri song earlier, and I immediately thought, it's like, I do ever send this link to Bevan,
Right.
and I should. He would, because so he reminds me of you. Remind me of him a lot.
Okay.
So him and the members of Sentiments of Tishri would go, and so something you were saying earlier about pointing out what somebody wearing and looks and whatever. And the first thing came to my mind was 9 forms of intelligence, right? preschool psychology things, developmentally, where you look at, and I recognize mine is very visual. I remember things very visually.
Sick.
So the mustache is a big deal to me.
Right.
Like what was behind it and what it mean and whatever. But I could translate in my head. It translates to something. You know. So let's not use you. Let's say Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
He had funny teeth. He had a strange jaw. He had a whatever. And
You know, that's why he could sing like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until a long time. I mean, maybe that's not as black and white as I just made it there, but I heard something like that. The way his teeth were like made him allowed him to sing.
And his jaw and his general throat physiology and all that. But yeah, he had that mustache. Maybe he liked it, maybe he didn't like it, but it was part of a defense. It was part of something, right? And me, much younger me. So I eventually, David Bowie became one of my favorite musicians. But initially, he was one of my favorite people. But he was just a weirdo, and it's okay to be weird. It's okay to wear what you want to do, you want to wear, because you're not hurting anybody. And you need to be authentically you, right? But about the visual, seeing things, hearing things, feeling things. These fellas from Sentiments Artistry, very much like you would go to shows with no judgment. They just go like what do they call these dream catchers, and just kind of feel and sense out whatever is there, and just kind of love and fall in. Like I do that visually. So like taking pictures, if I edit in pictures, I will fall in love with the subjects at some level of romance.
Sure,
I mean, right? Not in a dirty way at all.
I feel it.
Them fellas, so the first I see so nerdy in a romantic way. Just like, this music and it's all music. Or if you ever went to Cafe Blue and you see Carl Jacob walking around. I see him walking around. Something he was real busy with. And Sivan and them were on stage. And he stopped and he watched them and he just continued. And it's like, music, cool thing. That's not he thing, necessarily. He's not going to sing like that.
Right.
But it's just vibes thing. So Sentiments Artistry thing, Why I saying all this? He also is a mux because his comment is the devil's music. So we're seeing more youths across the board as fans, as a band, and now as promoters. Really good to see. As Yusuf Baba saying that. And I think he might be referring also to the show at O.U.R Behind the Door, because some fairly young promoters there.
Yeah.
And I think is and so how long has Circle Square been around? Because that's where we're going to.
10? Yeah.
You want me to ask something?
Yeah.
Okay, nice question. How did Circle Square start? That remind people the whole GSD thing.
GSD.
2018.
So
That was the first one?
No, that was the second one.
Second one.
that was the second one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
You guys were in the second one.
That's right.
Band number 4 on the title.
What a throwback.
Yeah.
He's
I
keep
write down this
records of
because I was
everything.
also in it.
Yes, you were also in that one. Right?
I remember that.
We were 13. We had the shepherd.
Yeah. We are the shepherd.
We are the shepherd. I remember that.
You guys, some of you all, well, that was the first time I saw you.
Right.
Some of you guys were from bands before, and they got you guys together. So
Yeah.
talk about it.
I mean,
about
that's,
it, Mike.
nah, you go ahead.
You could go ahead.
I think, if I remember correctly, it was exactly that. Like, GSD was doing this thing where they were, I mean, they still do it. There's one going on right now,
I think
but
it's 5 or 6.
No.
Yeah.
About 5.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it is.
Something like that.
Somewhere there.
Online was the last one with that
This
was
could be
the
6.
COVID one. Yeah.
Yeah, this could be 6.
This
5
could
or
be
6.
But if anybody is listening that hasn't heard about this before, GSD, they put together this project, and they've done quite a bit of them now, a handful of them. And what they do is to kind of like just sum it all up, they get individual musicians who want to volunteer to be put in a band. So you get put in a band with, like, I guess people that you don't know. You may know them, you might have seen them at shows, or they might be your friends.
Or you never work with.
Or you never work with. And I think that's a really good point to make, because that's the point, right? Is that you're trying to work with artists that you haven't worked with before. So we did it, and I mean, I had no time before that for a while. Like, we'd been friends for a while, and I think we both knew we wanted to do it that year. And Dexter, who's a friend of ours too, but like I've been friends with Dex just as long as I've been with Ty. So we were friends, and then Vinny, right? Whose last name is escaping me right now, but Vinny Prasad. Yeah. He was a guy that I didn't know, so we met him through that. Vinny was an awesome musician. Haven't played music with him in a while, but not for any reason, just haven't. But yeah, so he was there with us. I think it was just the four of us.
It was before.
Riaz wasn't there yet. Justin
Right.
wasn't there yet. So Justin's our bassist now. Riaz is our second guitarist now.
Justin is the new member.
Justin is the
No, Justin's been there for a while.
Yeah, it's been a while now.
Recorded,
I think when Vinny
Songs
left,
with us.
Justin came in.
Oh, okay.
yes.
Yeah, that's what it was.
No, Justin was in. Justin was actually our second guitarist.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, dude, I
So-
forgot about
So
that.
Vinny
now
left.
he's bass.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
he
Then he
went to
switched.
bass.
Yeah.
And then we rolled it one guitar, and then we needed one, and well,
But it was what the thing was. We had a month to do a song, and we did it. We wrote "Under the Mountain," which we still play at shows, and that was really cool. I mean, I think that there was not a full-fledged intention to continue with the band.
Right.
We never talked about not. We were never like, we're gonna do this and be done. But yeah, things worked out. We wrote a song that I think we all really liked. GSD was happy with it too, and that little momentum kind of allowed us to sit and talk and be like, what are we doing? Should we keep doing this? And we did. I can't remember how it went after that in terms of like when songs were written or when shows were played, but
well, after Under the Mountain, they we had to all the bands performed. They said, well, they need to do 2 songs, so
Like a showcase.
yeah, that's what it was, a
so
showcase, yeah.
that's when we wrote War Machine.
Is that what we wrote second? Okay.
So yeah, so
Good,
it was,
good.
Yeah.
and we played War Machine at that show, Under the Mountain and War Machine, and I mean after that, I mean
We just tried to stay hungry,
Yes.
you know, and make more and create more. Like, we all are musicians. So we'll play to an empty room if that's what we have to play to, and we'd still be happy. So, but the motivation was, and it still is, something that we need to fuel. Being in a band is not easy, but it's incredibly rewarding if you keep doing it, you know. But you got 5 minds that are always trying to like figure stuff out. Tell me if you actually agree with this.
no.
Okay. I find sometimes we write better when there's a bit of a level of disagreement or a bit of like debate. It's never. I find it's never as interesting when everybody's okay with an idea. Like if there's an idea and
Well-
somebody's like, yeah, we love it.
There's no story without conflict.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
This is, I'm getting a lot of cool stuff from you tonight. I agree with a lot of
So
this. But
you-
yeah, no, there's, and it makes it nicer, right?
Yeah.
We could even, I'm not going to go back in and rehash, but you could apply that to the stuff we were talking about earlier with the scene and stuff, right? Like, it needs to be tough and kind of arduous
Yeah.
to get something out of it. So that's the reason why we are still doing what we're doing, because I think the process is interesting. And I'll be honest, like you mentioned, like we met when we did the GSD thing. I mean, I had known these guys before, but I wasn't by any means like a proficient musician who was playing in bands. Like, these guys have done that before me. So I still take a lot of kind of guidance and inspiration from the stuff that they do. Like if we're recording a song, I'm usually pretty green on the outside. I'm excited, but I'm green trying to find out stuff. If we're writing in the room, what did y'all explain to me the other day? Maybe this is embarrassing to say, but it was the like how to count music
Subdivision,
properly.
So 1 E
Yeah.
and
Yeah, so that kind of stuff, like I had never delved into that at all, you know? But that kind of stuff I think is cool and keeps us playing in a band. And I'm assuming it helps other bands too, is that you learn off of your friends who you've known forever, still in many little ways. You know, like there's still stuff that Ty will do with the guitar where I'll kind of want to ask, like, dude, like, remember when you talk like pinch harmonics? I know I'm saying that like if it's this unknown thing, but for me at first it was like, I mean, I don't know how to do
I
that.
still find it some weird
So, yeah.
magical fairy
I
dust
still
thing.
can't really do it properly. But I think all of this keeps me wanting to stay around this stuff, right? Maybe I'm going off on a slight tangent here. It's hard for me sometimes to pick up a guitar and write and feel inspired. Sometimes it's tough, you know? Sometimes you feel like, what am I even doing? I do. I definitely do. Good question.
The question was if he missed playing guitar live.
I do.
He doesn't
Oh,
have a mic.
right. No, yeah. Do I miss playing guitar live? Yes, I do. I used to play a little bit more when the band was like in the past, but bringing on Riaz has been one of the coolest things that I think we've done. We were just talking about that. Like, he brings a lot to the band, and that's always a scary thing when you invite like new people into the band. You don't know if they're gonna mesh, but having him there makes me sometimes go, I do miss playing guitar, but like that is the man. Like
Right.
that's definitely carrying like a
we
lot
have
of us.
we have a guitar playing outlet for you. Stand by.
Okay. All
Stand
right.
by.
Could be acoustic.
could be
Who knew?
Well, and you know, now that you say that, I'm always like the last thing that we did, right? When we did it in there,
Yeah,
like
we want to
I'm-
do another one.
we want to
soon.
do stuff like that
I'm
again.
always hungry for that. As a matter of fact, like him and I, that's you know, they always say like musicians have other music that they want to make too, and it's not always about like wanting to join another band.
Yeah.
But there's stuff that we write that we know is like in us too, that it's not so much that it doesn't work for the band or not, it's nothing like that. It's just that we want to explore different genres, and sometimes something doesn't feel like it should be with the band.
Music could be a little more triangular or octagonal. Or,
Sure. Like you and I have recorded stuff together, like stuff, a song that I wrote, and it's different. It's a lot more like subdued and low key than the stuff that we write, but that's in here too. Like that wants to come out too. So yeah, if you guys have anything going on, please. I mean, we'd love to be a part of it.
Can I find out, since 2018, right, you guys still, kudos for keeping the band together. We tried, COVID took the better of us. We played a show with you guys.
Yeah, I remember.
That's right.
Circle Square. Some of us have the age enough to know the name Circle
It was
Square.
it was one of my favorite shows.
You
And I
shouldn't-
know you come
I
in to
was
say
a
that.
Also one
rank
of
science nerd growing
I
up, so
know he's coming to say
documentaries and
that.
science shows.
Is it ironic or was it that?
I'll be honest. You're asking kind of the wrong guy. Ty was one of the inspirations behind me learning about that show.
Yeah.
They brought the idea, and then they had to explain to me what that was. I had never seen it, but like I know what it is now.
I mean, you all have awesome visuals that not connected to the show at all, but kind of It's like,
Cool.
yeah.
We've never really spoke about this a lot with other people. Like we know that's where it comes from, and him and Dexter had seen the show, and I think a lot. Like you guys grew up with it almost. Like
I
you'd
grew
seen
up
it.
with
Yeah.
I think I mailed letters.
For those of us who know,
You mean
we
letters?
saw the name.
I know I was never brave enough. I was never brave enough. You remember 321 Contact?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Sick. I mean, this is fun for me because I don't know about some of these things, but
You know what Bill Nye, right?
I know Bill. Nye,
So these things are just a little before him.
Saturday morning cartoons.
Wait, did you say you were just into science just now and stuff like that? Like scientific stuff?
Yeah. Why is that weird?
He's a scientist.
That's what I do. I teach. So I teach physics.
Physics
and math.
is still my favorite subject.
So when you mention Bill Nye and stuff like all that stuff is familiar to me, you know. So and then it's just interesting. I find like a lot of your ideas. I keep saying this, but something is lining up. I don't really know what it is, but it's cool. It's cool. You know, it's cool.
I said it could happen, right? But Vish don't want to be in no stinking band with me. Okay? So I don't know what's gonna happen there.
Yeah.
People gonna get jealous now.
I just use the opportunity to throw Vish
in a
out.
long time, and he know we had that moment too when we started liming. Like when we recorded that first time. I mean, like I said earlier, like you meet people through shows and stuff, and you can meet like a lot of times. Yes, that is true. But sometimes you don't form like a full-on like friendship.
Right.
I feel like you and I have become friends. We've played shows. Yeah, dude, and like I know you and I share a lot of interests too with creating and passion as well. Like I remember talking to you the first time, and like we shared a lot of ideas about like what a song should mean and what's the point in making it and stuff. You know, so
The techniques behind
Yeah.
why we doing it a certain way.
yeah. So nobody need to be jealous. Everybody have some connection. You know, you just have to find
keep
it.
that going, because in the list of about 19 or 20 bands, you guys are the only survivors
Well,
Oh, for real?
for that
Is that right?
GSD too. Yeah,
it's not for lack of trying. Like it is hard work.
keep it up.
But
Well,
it's rewarded.
as a band, right? But the other musicians will still be around and about and
Yeah,
doing
but
things.
as a band, as that outfit that did GSD Part 2, they still
It wasn't the original lineup, but now it's me, Ty, Dex, Riaz,
Still
and
have-
Justin.
Does that say more about your loyalties to the band, or does it say more about your incapacity to make new musician friends?
Yeah, maybe we just suck at making friends.
So I honestly,
I thought about it that way.
a band that I was in that I will always play with. If they call me now, I'll drop everything
Right.
because it's easy.
Right.
Because we already click and I don't have to think and I don't have to work. So the lazy component of creating a whole new band is why I'm not doing my own songwriting now. Honestly, the laziness have part to do with it. And I say in laziness, but it's the emotional tedium of finding that click with the
Yeah.
other musician, because somebody could real play, but that don't mean they could play with you. You know, you put them in the studio with a piece that you write and they will do magic to it. But life and living life and being able
a
to,
band.
you know,
coexist.
I mean, we have a certain lifestyle in our band. It's not super like regimented in any certain thing, but we talk about stuff that is like, you know, interesting and serious. Sometimes it's stuff that's light. We try not to take ourselves too seriously all the time. There has to be laughter in the room too. I mean, that's definitely our, like him and me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the other band isn't like that, but we tend to push a lot of that because at the end of the day too, like practice is every week and we go in there, we work in, but at the same time we don't mess around. Like you have to do that, right? If you want to care about what you're making, And again, going back to what I said about going to a show and putting out something that you feel the audience deserves to pay for and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All that comes with weekly practice, right? Like we just had that show. We have another one coming up. We got practice Friday. It's stuff that while we do take it seriously, there's important times where we have to kind of call each other out sometimes too, right?
Yeah.
Because you're working towards something. So the whole casual nature of the band is fun and it's part of it. It's important.
Yeah.
It can't just feel like work.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
there's-
sometimes when you're trying to make something and produce stuff with people and
That's important. Huh?
you have to, like, there's a level of responsibility with it too. It can't just be like lackadaisical, because that's, I think, sometimes how bands tend to fall off a bit. It's not because they just don't like each other or they don't work together.
Yeah.
It's- You have to put that effort in, you know? And I think that's, I'm going to give us a little pat on the back for doing that. Like, we have for years now, as you said, been doing that. Just making sure that we are practicing, working hard, and also making sure that it's fun, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've noticed there's a common thing that's breakup bands, and it's usually what one of them is. If you have that one singular controlling person, you know, if you have that Axl Rose, it'll work for a while until it doesn't work, right? Until it wears people down or that sort of thing. And I get the impression you all don't have a singular leader. It's more like a...
They say a band is a family. You guys are family.
We are a family.
Dysfunctional family.
Dysfunctional
You do
No,
things.
we're not.
You
Yeah.
do things besides music.
Yeah, I mean,
hang out,
well,
you-
we were friends before, like Will Lime.
That's
I mean,
important.
I try not to see Tyrone as much as possible. Band room, that's it. Like, I don't really want to see him or hang out with him. I feel like you feel the same way.
I do.
Yeah. So, no, but I mean, we like everybody's close and we hang out. I think one of the reasons why we don't hang out is normal life stuff, like everybody busy and things sometimes. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, we're all friends as well. Like, I would like to think we're friends first. I hope it stays that way. You know, we've never had it threatened that that's not going to stay that way, but that is what I want with this band, that we're friends. And then I think, you know, I've been talking a lot about how hard it is sometimes being a band and how it's tough and it's work. I would be like remiss if I didn't also say that, like, when we get together and the five of us are in a room and we're just kind of maybe doing a little intro warm up or a little jam or just kind of like hanging out, getting ready to practice the set. There's something that happens there where it is anything but hard. It's easy. It's like the
Yeah.
easiest thing. Things flow. Everybody's in a
Natural.
flow state, you know? Yeah, a natural flow state. And going back to like seeing shows and going to watch other bands and stuff, I'm looking for stuff like that. I want to see like people connecting on stage where I'm like, look at this band, dude. Like, you could tell that they are like, there's something going on here, you know? And we try to keep like fostering that as much as we can. I feel like Cypher would agree. Like, you guys, you know, we've seen you guys do your stuff too, and I've always seen Cypher as like a tight knit unit. You know, like, you guys look like you're all kind of complimenting each other. So that kind of stuff is what we try to do too. You know, as much as we could. So
Yeah, Sivan commented. So we get a few comments about the band being formed and whatnot. Somebody said now is a bomb squad.
it is. It is. Very proud of my band.
Bevan agreeing that you need a little tension.
Okay.
Paul Malone met you all at the acoustic session at Studio Rumors. Sivan, it was when I was 8 and realized what the hell Circle Square was a gospel show. The Hurt. But it was a Christian organization. Yeah, I mean, but it was a science show. They didn't,
Yeah.
at the end when they talk about ministry and whatnot, but it didn't take away, you know, the dogma wasn't in the show.
All right. It wasn't the main thing.
It was cool. Yeah. Yeah, but you didn't finish. So it was just the name of the band just came directly from the show.
Yeah.
So let's form a band, right? But I want to call it The Adventures of Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like a question. Like, I don't really know how it happened, but I remember it was that.
But I mean, you know, I mean, when you think it's a circle square, you know,
Yeah.
a circle square, you know, it's just.
Yeah.
There are a few
It makes
inspirations.
sense, and the movie and
It's a
the
mystery
show
wrapped in a
makes
conundrum.
sense.
You know, I remember. That's a good line. I remember.
It's a Betty White line.
Yeah. I knew it was from somewhere. I just couldn't remember. But I remember, like, when this is after we named the band and stuff, and we've been playing for a while. I think I looked up online something once, and it was like Circle Square, like trying to find like if there's any other like connection between those two words. And I found something cool. I can't remember exactly what it's from, but it was talking about how there's a phrase called circling the square. I don't really know where it's rooted or where it comes from. I can't remember, but that phrase, circling the square, is, I might be a little off here, but I think what it is you're trying to take an impossible task or something that seems impossible and bring it to possibility. I think. So it's the idea of it's something in sacred geometry or something like that. But why I think that applies to us and why that's sometimes what I think about as opposed to just the show is because of what I said earlier. Like, we have different musical taste. Most of the music that Ty likes sucks. Most of the music that I like is great. So that's the difference right there. But, like, no, to be serious, like, we have different tastes. And then in a band, sometimes that's not easy. You write a song and one person's like, I don't like that vibe at all.
Yeah.
And the other person's like, that is a really, like, good move to make it. You know, so there's all this kind of, like, angst sometimes where you don't feel like you're doing the right thing or somebody else is wrong. And that puts me in a position sometimes where I have to, like, practice letting go and being like, no, I think I'm going to trust.
Yeah.
And that shit works out so well a lot of times. Like, you just kind of let go of the control for a second and you trust in your bandmates.
Yeah.
When that started happening for me was when I was like, this is a lot of fun. Like, you're starting to realize that, like, you don't always have to make the decisions. Like you said, it doesn't always have to be like a leader. You can kind of trust your bandmates. When that started happening, then I was kind of like, okay, cool. This is starting to become an interesting thing. So
But it does feel, it is a little heartbreaking at first, though.
Sure.
It feel like a huge piece of withdrawal, like a relinquishing control. I'm going to drown. Just hand this person my life best and then it's be okay.
But then I think the best thing is to find other outlets. So, like, if I wanted to record a song and I felt like it wasn't working with my band, I can do that. Two things can be true at the same time. It's not limiting where you have to feel like I have to leave this and do this. So for me, that's another part of this whole experience, like trying new things out. That's always a part of it for us. Like, we write a certain style of music, but we're interested in trying new things, eclectic things. So all that stuff is interesting, you know?
Yeah, that's a huge, like, I keep comparing the era I started off in, eras before that to now. And there was this dream of making it big. You know, everybody wanted to get that record deal and whatnot. But that's a single lane highway. And you just said that it's not, like, music is not a single lane highway.
It's
basically.
not to me.
That they have many outlets,
yeah.
many lanes, many different things you could do, you know?
And that's a nice lane, huh? That's a great lane.
Yeah.
And it's not so much about, like, well, let's pick apart the bad things so that there's other lanes. That, like, everything is a good lane in a way. You know, it's all about perception. Right? Like, doors of perception, like you said. That's what Huxley was talking about. Like, everything is perception. I'm not trying to go off on a tangent here, but to keep it local, like, so the idea of you seeing something or hearing a song and being like, that's what it is, I know what that is. There's a lot more there. You just have to, like, open up your mind a bit and listen to other people. So when I met you, I felt that too. Like, when you were giving me your advice on what a song needed, you know, like, there was a comfort in that, in me being like, I could let this guy guide a bit, because I don't have to be like, well, hang on, I think there's something cool in that too with art, where you trust in other artists and you don't even know what you're gonna, and then you get on the other side of it and you're like, oh my god, that was awesome. I would have never thought to do that by myself. That's another really cool thing, I find.
Yeah. The line, when the doors to perception are cleansed, you'll see things as they truly are, infinite. And I think that suggests also that generally you enter something with your mind kind of made up, or you already have filters. You're already seeing things a certain way. This is how it should be, or this is how it shouldn't be. And you should just shut up and quiet all that noise and clear all of that, and then you'll really see what's happening. But yeah, I mean, to let go and to trust other people, it's awesome that you have a band that you can do that with.
Yeah.
And that the band is here to stay. And then I just found out Ty is short for Tyrone.
That's right.
So that man first name is like the most uncleish name ever. You have to feel safe. You have to be Tyrone is an uncle's name. Ty is a rock star name.
Right.
Tyrone is your uncle name.
Okay, fair.
You know, it just in that category. So yeah, I think Vish, we run out of time there.
That's it.
No, that was a lot of fun. This is, I mean, anytime y'all have us is dope.
What about, like, future for the band, like songs, merch? I see merch is up.
Yeah.
Merch is pushing. We have new merch coming out. We're writing. We're going to record again soon. We have a new song that we're going to record, which we're very stoked about.
Open to release soon.
Yeah, music video
Nice.
is that we're in the process. Like, we're post right now, like, editing stuff. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be our first one. More shows.
I just saying we here when they're ready to launch things. Our
We here
radio
when
are
you're
born.
Like,
Our
We're
radio,
ready, man.
Great.
Our
So as soon as we know.
radio.fm.
this station was born for this.
Good.
There you go.
For exactly this. You supposed to just lean back like in Waynesville and say, I bow to no sponsors. Circle Square. I like the Circle Square hat.
It
I only
almost
now
looks like a
taking it
Wayne's
on.
Real hat.
Yeah.
But hey, that's a good idea. Wayne's Real font with Circle Square instead. That's a good idea. steal somebody else's idea and go with it. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I
Borrow,
now have
borrow.
video evidence that yeah,
No.
I'll take 5%.
No, I mean, listen, if we
Losses.
at the end now, I gotta say, man, this was sick.
Yeah.
It was a real good talk. Yeah.
Yeah,
Come back
yeah.
again.
Anytime you're ready.
So we'll be hearing from you all soon. We'll be at the show.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
come to
so
the show. One at the end of this month, the 31st of July at Cafe Blue. Come support us for a really good cause. And the big one, Hot Shots, on the 15th of August. Get your tickets. We have tickets. If anybody's looking for them, message us.
Great.
Follow us on Instagram.
tickets.
You know, yeah, we're gonna do everything we can to put on a great show because the
And
last one was so good. So,
give me the social handles for Circle Square.
Let's go TT.
yeah, Circle Square TT. I think our Instagram handles are there on that page too.
Right.
I don't know why you would want to follow us,
Hey.
but
Sorry
me-
you all say that.
Hey.
You're on this camera here. You wanna
Put it up. Put it up. Ta-da.
yeah.
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Don't get
Tickets available from band members. Local talent, big energy, and a night that sounds like it's gonna be awesome. And if that venue is made out of pure medieval magic,
Yeah.
there will be a great battle there. Powered by Zigzag Promotions.
I climbed a speaker last time and got in a little trouble for telling people to come on stage. I'm warning Zigzag that that's probably gonna happen again.
I get the impression
Now you know
Zigzag
at least beforehand.
Zigzag is a very progressive
I felt
group.
bad
So
though because nothing against anybody. Last time we played this show, I'd called a bunch of people up, and then I remember everybody was there. And the song was gonna start, and the like adrenaline was high, and then the like the stage guy. I can't remember his name now, but he was like super cool with us when we were like doing check and everything.
yeah,
He like ran up, and I just saw him in the mix, and he was like, "No, absolutely not, stop!"
yeah.
I felt really bad, and I was like, "Oh shit, we gotta get everybody off." And then no one was getting off, so I was like, "All right, sorry, dude. Like this is already too late." But yeah, I'm just letting you know. I'll probably do that again. So sorry.
Yeah, Zigzag,
that we
I
did that
have
last time.
thousands of years of experience in stage management and live event coordination. Call me if you need me to deal with this band. I'll deal with them. I'll deal with them. But yeah, thanks Ty and Michael for coming out.
Thank you, guys.
We hope to see you all again soon. We hope to hear them recordings, see the videos, and we'll see you at
Remember when I said come to shows? If you're listening and you're like, "Oh, I don't know if I could. It's not really my thing." I'll see you at the next show. Okay.
Yay.
All right. So thanks again for coming.
Thanks
We'll
again.
see you
Thank you, guys.
again soon. Yeah. So yeah, we gotta go. You're going out, Vish.
Yeah,
Zig-
machine from Circle Square. They can introduce it if they want.
What's that?
Why don't they?
Okay. So we going into the request hour. Feel free to put up your requests for songs that you want to get. We would like to start playing some music there now. War Machine.
So well, yeah. This is our best song, I think. No, is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's the best song you're going to hear from them in the next hour.
If you do listen to it, we appreciate it. This is genuine, and we love you guys. So enjoy it. War Machine.
over here. I don't come in peace, I'm brazen. Think I'm a stranger kind. At least I'm alive inside. Living for my design. Taking up space, gotta love me, I'm an alien. You think I'm a stranger kind. At least I'm alive inside. You living for my design. Changing up the game, gotta love me, I'm an alien.
as requested. That was Parallax Code by Mindscape Laboratory. Before that, Alien by Rihanna. Before that, Shango, John Desai. And before that, War Machine by Circle Square, which would have ended the interview with Circle Square. Jose, what's going on with you? Why are you looking so heartbroken, sleepy, tired?
It happens.
What's happening?
I like the whole scientist atmosphere that you guys wrapped up with.
Nerds.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah. Vicious, silent, everybody inspiration, you know.
Yeah, but somebody likes you, and who's going to get jealous?
So dumb.
He doesn't say it, but he was coming out to say it.
Yeah. So I was throwing out some ideas last week, you know, if all you fellas out there,
Anybody pick up on it?
if all if you all have pictures from all your recent adventures, pictures, videos, especially things where Vish looking stupid, like that's a challenge. I'm going to think of some. Send pictures of all your partying and whatever. We want to load them up. We want to show people what's going on because we can't go to all the shows.
Right.
Vish just go to more shows than me, but he don't take pictures. I don't think his intention have anything to do with taking pictures, and I don't know what's his social angle, but his hands is be full performing or you know, or just being a rock star. Look, if she want to know if you are Team France.
No.
Right. Because you like Italy, right?
All the time.
Right.
Bond.
Yeah. Well, something blue.
Something.
Something blue.
The
Yeah, so
original.
sending all the pictures. What do you think about this? You remember last year to close off the season in December, the end of year thing, we did a live in studio performance. That was a lot of work. Vish was sweating.
Yeah.
My brother had died like a few days before and whatnot. It was real. And the thing is, I know half of Vish sweat. Like he's seen every so often looking in the corner of his eye, looking at him to see if I hold it up or not. He's a boss.
Well, they pull it off.
Yeah, but then me and Vish talking today. Well, we've been talking, but I'll get you the update today. We want to do our next one. We just had to find the
Why
timing.
wait till year end?
No, don't have to be year end.
Right.
Up to me, it'll be every week.
Every week.
We can't do that. And that's not the nature of the show. But if all your fellas any comments, right? So first of all, I'm gonna address these comments. Everybody in the comments, go and click the like button.
Chat.
Right? Go and click the like button because it does help us. It's real help. I'm not sure how to explain how much it does help, but it does. Right? What was
Anybody
the
in
other
the
thing?
chat send pics of like Saturday show or anything? Not yet?
Nah, not yet. But I don't have we had a sort of that tech thing for how I was showing the pictures before. We'll get around to
That's
that for next
important.
week. If all you have ideas of what all you want to see, what all you want to hear in shows coming up and whatnot. So you see how at different points you will see we had 400 views or 300 views or 16 current people or 20 concurrent people or whatever. We need to have like a zillion. We need YouTube to write us and say, here, we are naming this number after the Kelo team. So we have, we have a Kelotron of
Well,
followers.
the word is out.
Kelocal lockdown.
Yeah. We had to grow this. We had to spread the word because
the word is out.
Because like we were discussing with Michael and Ty there just now. We're still on the ground. We're still there, and there are a lot of people who don't know how cool it is now. And it's
Besides
ignorance.
the fans.
Yeah. Beside the fans, which is a small percentage of the population,
Right.
but they have a lot of people who like rock and don't know, or they
Yes,
might have,
what's happening.
they might have ideas, preconceived ideas of how rough it is be or where fun is. It's not like that. This is probably the safest it's ever been.
As
You
best
know?
I can be, as much as I go to shows, I'm going to spread the word.
Yeah.
We got some good rave reviews when guys got mentioned Saturday, man. That was nice.
Yeah. That's awesome. Look, Ishi saying yes, it was chaos, but they pulled it off. Ishi was a live studio guest. When I tell you, Ishi just go to all the shows and be everywhere. And she's this nice, sweet, kind of quietish
Okay.
kind of lady, right?
I
In
know
the
it
middle,
is.
in the middle of the mosh pit. You'd have seen her already.
I know it is, but I don't know who it is.
Yeah,
That's one of those
yeah.
things. Yeah.
And she'll be in the middle of the mosh pit. Hey, how you going? Or in the middle of the people
She
acoustic
paused.
show. Hey, how you going?
She
I was like,
paused.
you just reach everywhere. So tell me, Ishi, you get the first vote on who you want to see in the next acoustic lineup. You coming? You bringing a guest, a special somebody? Talk to me. So yeah, any ideas any of our viewers have for what they'd like to see, what they'd like to see next, where we should be, what we shouldn't be doing, even if it's the most stupid idea on how we could grow rock music or grow awareness in Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of the world, I guess, for our local stuff. Feel free to tell us, you know.
That outside broadcast was a great idea, though.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen as is, but it was a great idea.
So quickly on the note of the outside broadcast, they had a few very unpredictable technical issues that had happened. Like the last thing you'd expect to happen happened.
Yeah.
And we was catering for almost everything, you know. Chromatics, Vish. We had a few interns there. Like
a drunk man running up on stage or everything, right?
yeah, we cater for everything, and it's still whatever. So I think this station responsibly wanted to plan a little better, a little different before we try to do that again. So it have some troubleshooting to do, which is so we will lead up to that with some
What about
live
a
in
live
studio.
studio?
That's what I'm saying. So we'll do the live in studio.
Right. And
You know?
work with what we have.
Yeah, bring what you're drinking. You wouldn't be over the equipment. We have an area for you to, you know.
Right.
So, you know, Ishi could have asked Ishi in the comments.
There you go.
Bring back Rai and Yasha. They were actually two of my favorites. Rai, Yasha, and Michael Mustache.
Michael
Yeah.
Mustache.
And if Michael can't play, I'll get Rai or Rihanna. What's it? Rai or Yasha to wear a fake mustache. I will wear a fake mustache on top of my real mustache in honor of Michael and Freddie Mercury. Ooh, yeah, Devin promised that he'd be out, but remember Devin not well. Devin he raising funds right now, and immediately after that show, he in pre-surgery now. So Devin mightn't be able to make, but Vish had some ideas.
Very good.
Some ideas that have some things are going to be happening in the next few weeks. So throw the ideas there, Ishi. You know how to contact us otherwise. We have the station phone number, but also I think you have one on Facebook. The station number is 466-4687.
Good job.
Yeah.
Listen. Vish told me a good job because I remember the number. I didn't remember shit. I have it written down. And I have it written down in such an order that is easy to find. Anyway, somebody requested Shango, we play that. That requested Alien, we play that. The request Mindscape, we play that. The anti-everything song you request, we don't have it, but instead I'm going to play I'm going to play my favorite anti-everything song. It's a little kaiso, it's a little stink, and it's a social commentary, which is perfectly up to me.
Dedicated to his blinkiness tomorrow.
Yeah, happy birthday there, Blinky. Don't let them catch you with power pellets. Right, so let's get back to some music. Keep your requests coming in as much as we can facilitate them. We will. We have about 12 minutes remaining, so we might be able to do 2 or 3 more songs before we done for the night. So yeah, in the meantime, I think this song might be about you, Vish.
You think about being a wild man, we like to drink, we rum. When we lime in the sun, but after the khaki pants ransack the place, we don't just conduct. We regular pace, at the end of the day, we have
boy, we have things coming up, you know. Which one it is? That one. We have things coming up. We have things coming up.
Party.
Yeah, this party, the man say. Party, we going to party. Yeah. So this, what shows we have coming up?
This Saturday, the 18th of July.
Yes, at Planners. Planners having something. Planners is having something. Wabi Sabi.
New band.
Brand new band. Some
New people and old people.
Well, some
Mix.
people who've been around, some people with some proper experience, but it's a real interesting looking
Wabi.
lineup. Danelle, Kristen. I don't know what they're doing or what they're not doing. I feel like I go and find out. You're going out
Wabi
fish.
and-
How you mean you live in the south? What you do? Anyhow,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
is
man,
you is
practice
fish.
next week.
North.
Yeah,
Use
practice.
fish.
That's right.
You is fish. You don't.
You know what that's supposed to mean? I don't go to other people's shows.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that
Well, don't
use
give
fish.
people that kind of impression.
I said use fish. So yeah, so Saturday, well, tomorrow is a playoff between Argentina and England.
And one playing off now. Or done.
No, that done.
Okay.
Done. Boy, Spain win.
Okay.
Spain beat France 2-0. I didn't expect that.
I don't know nothing going on.
Yeah.
I
so
lost.
and so Saturday is the fourth playoff. So
Yes, sir.
right. So that'll be France versus whoever.
No, not France.
I mean,
Oh, yes, third,
Yeah.
fourth. Yes, go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead.
And then Sunday is the finals. Right. So Saturday is Wabi Sabi and Tempest at Planners. Sunday is the World Cup finals.
Any shows on Sunday? No.
No, I don't have on my list any shows on Sunday. The 31st of this month is a Stone's Throw Away Part 3 fundraiser for Devin Harry Paul Medical Procedures
Ah, what you have
at
on the
Cafe
25th?
Blue. That's with 7-year-itch, Circle
Uh-huh.
Square, Orange Sky, and Devin and the Availables.
And availables.
And then,
Hit them the 25th.
25th?
Yeah, the 25th, Saturday, 25th of July. You skip out.
All right, Saturday, 25th of July, it will be at O.U.R Lounge.
And I have like three.
Tell me.
Chris Rockbar, there's Stitched, Code Black, and Gary Hector is at Planners San Fernando live solo. So 3 things happening on Saturday 25th, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
That's a lot of shows, but
Yep. And then
Wow.
the weekend after, the 31st is Stone's Throw Away, which is Devin's show.
Cafe Blue.
Yeah. And then the 1st of August, the following Saturday,
Oh gosh, is the big one.
is Vish.
The biggie.
Is Vish promoted by Trinity Metal Headquarters.
6 bands.
Fast, Loud, and Rude Part 2 at
Which part
TNT
Vish is?
Limers. One of the bands have Vish in it, and that's, I don't know if I need to say more than that. Do I need to say more than that?
Is Vish fast? Is he loud or is he rude?
All of the above.
All of the above. He need to put some licks on him, maybe.
15 too, you know?
Huh?
They're playing only 15 too.
On the 15th hour.
August?
Oh, we haven't reached there yet. No,
You
reached the
reached there
9th of
yet?
August.
You're still on
The
the
9th of August. And then on the 23rd is Anchorage Pop Awards
Right.
Festival 30+1. Reminiscent of the good old Anchorage Awards that
Right.
used to happen. And normally, which day are they playing on? They are normally playing on the 9th. I have some nice pictures of them, but I don't know what's happening with the link. We can sort that out. Psycho Rich Music is the DJ for that. Right. Then on the 15th, what's happening on the 15th? Why didn't send many flyers, Vish?
The Castle Harbor.
Havoc.
Oh, it's not in order, right. So on the 15th is Castle Havoc, featuring Vish again.
Yeah, boy.
But we spoke about that a little earlier. And then on the 29th is Hallowed Be Thy Name with the Anomaly,
Chris Rockbar.
Grass Project, and Thad at Chris Rock Bar. Chris spelled RICK''S. Just saying. If they tune in, you know, we willing to come and help paint. You just get the paint and the brushes and some people to paint, and we come in to paint. Yeah, we'll paint. I would be
Painting
very glad
people?
to
Very
help
nice.
with the progress of things. So yeah, So yeah, that's what's happened. We just played Wild Man Thing by Anti Everything and Seppuku by Feed the Sun because we don't have the other Feed the Sun song. We're gonna sort out these things. Yeah. So
And that's a long weekend, eh?
yeah. So I think that's it for tonight. We hit the 10 o'clock mark there.
So the last thing you said was Saturday 29th. Hallowed be thy name, Chris Rock Bar. And normally Grass Project 3rd.
And that's all we have for now.
Monday's a holiday, so there is Guitar Wars on the Sunday. Where they having that? Where they having Guitar
Well,
Wars?
more on that next week.
There you go. More information to come.
Yeah. So when we get back next week, we will. So for now, we reached our time to sign off. Yeah. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Ishi,
A wonderful
and the
chat.
rest. We'll see you all next week. Tune in next week Tuesday. Who we have next week Tuesday?
Nobody yet.
Right. So we'll put it up soon. Who we have coming in next week Tuesday.
OurRadio.fm.
And thanks everybody for coming out. We'll see you again.
Bye.
Good night.